What's eating you? Psychology Eats is here to help you. What's eating you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello, guys. So here is the Baddie Twins. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of their video. And he talks a little bit. One of the brothers talks a little bit about what he has experienced as growing up as a gay man. So yes, this is the Baddie Twin. Let me get it from the beginning. Okay.
I went through almost being killed because I'm gay.
That ain't all the way. Okay.
I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations in my life. Okay. Girl. I went through being robbed at gunpoint, girl. I've went through almost being killed because I'm gay. I've went through being bullied in high school and being spit on. Okay. So I really thank God that I don't look like what I've been through. Because if I were to look like what I've been through, I would look like Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy, you tried it, trying to come for the queen. You tried it, okay? They gave you the right name, Trick. Because you could have never be called a treat girl. Because with that face, you could not be called treat.
Woo!
What's up, Eddie Army? Welcome to another mukbang. Happy Wednesday, guys. Listen, I said, who you humping? Ha, said it must be your bed. Ha, I said, who you humping? Ha, Miss Corona said. Ha, I said, who you humping?
If you don't know these guys, oh my God, go and get yourself a treat and go and check out the Baddie Twins. I love them. I love them. I love them. I just found them a few weeks ago and I've been watching them. So that's them. So I'm celebrating them on Pride Month because they are living their lives outside and for everybody to see it, and I love them. So stay for the video. Stay. I'm gonna give you some more information in a few minutes um, about how this all ties into psychology. Is being gay nature versus nurture? Is it genetics? Are you born with it? Are you not born with it? Can you cure it? So stay for the rest of the video and find out. Thank you. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Well, today I decided to eat in front of the camera as I celebrate Pride Month. Yes, I am devoting this video to Pride Month. So happy Pride Month to everyone all across the world because it is an international celebration. And so I want to get into the psychology of it all. And I will be talking about the Baddie Twins. I'm saying that right. Yes, the Baddie Twins. So the Baddie Twins are a identical brothers, and they are mukbangers, and they are gay. And so I'm going to be talking a little bit about them. I'm going to show you a little clip from one of their videos and encourage you to go over and check them out. But first, oh, I hope this don't. Come on now. But first, I want to tell you what I'm eating. So I have some collard greens and some fish. I think it's whiting. I didn't make this. I got this from a soul food restaurant. And of course, I got my Pete. I have Pete to put on the fish. Let me tell you a little funny story about this restaurant. So I've never been inside of this restaurant. It's in Jersey. Also, oh, I gotta tell you something funny about this too. But all right, so anyway, I've never been inside of this restaurant. It's like a takeout place, and they serve soul food, and it's good. So my husband always runs in and get it because it's near his job, and then he'll just bring me some home, right? So my assumption, see, when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself and somebody else. I assumed that the restaurant owner was a black man, right? My assumption, because he would always talk about Jay, who makes the food or whatever. So I'm just assuming Jay's black man. So one day we're talking about the food, and I was like, "Oh, get me some food. Make sure you tell Jay, make sure my fish is whatever, crispy." Oh, y'all. Too much vinegar. Whoa! Did I put the vinegar on there? Or was that pea? Somebody just ripped the inside of my throat. That ain't sound right. Now, the potato salad is not all that, but here's the potato salad. Anyway, so one day, this is after years of eating this food. One day, my husband just talking says, "I wonder who taught Jay how to cook soul food." And I'm like, "Probably his mama." He was like, "You think so? Because they Chinese." Wait, well, hold up. Hold up. I said, "Jay that's been making my food all these years is what?" He said, "What?" He Chinese. I had no idea. So let me tell you something. Jay know his way around some collard greens, okay? Now, this potato salad, he gonna have to work on it. Mm. It got the taste. Well, it's too mushy. Mm-mm. But Jay know his way around some soul food. He really does. Lord, he does. So you just never know. The fish is good. So, vinegar, I didn't put no more. Honestly, I can't remember if I did or if I didn't. Um, Vinegar, I didn't grow up putting vinegar on my collard greens until I met my husband, and I made him some collard greens, and he started pouring vinegar on them. And I was like, "Why are you putting vinegar on your collard greens?" He was like, "Oh, that's the way we eat them." I didn't know that. Well, we don't eat collard greens like that. But once I tasted his collard greens with the vinegar, I don't know, that's good. And that's how I eat them now. hmm And you know I have to have my Texas Pete. Texas Pete. Woo! Mm. I love me some Texas Pete. So Now, of course, when I make my collard greens, we put smoked meat and like pork or turkey. I put turkey, smoked turkey. There's no meat in the collard greens unless I just didn't get the spoonful with the meat in it. And there's quite a few stems. Like I don't like stems in my collard greens, but hmm not bad. And the stems are, even though it's stems in here, they're tender and they're small. So, you can tolerate it. Here's a potato salad. It's not bad. I just like mine chunkier. But if I don't have to cook, I'm good. So, did anybody celebrate Pride Month? Do you have anybody in your family or your friends that celebrate Pride Month? You probably do. We have come a long way in celebrating the LBGQ and other community. Yep. But we have a long way to go. And we have a lot more education. All of us could use education. Because things kind of have evolved over the years. And sometimes you may not know what terminology you can use that you're not being offensive. Is it okay to call someone gay? We know the terms that are offensive to people. Um, but then some people may not really know what terms are offensive. And oftentimes it depends on the age of the person that's gay or homosexual or whatever the term is. For safety reasons, I'm just going to say gay. Now, you new millennials may not like that term. Where somebody my age, in their late 40s or 50s, may not have a problem, if they're a gay man and someone calls them a queen. They may not have a problem with that. But someone younger in their, teens will be offended by that. So I think education is key. And, excuse me, if you are someone who is gay, LGBTQ community, and I probably messed that up, but if you are someone in that community, education is key. People aren't necessarily, maybe being offensive on purpose. So educate them. The same way with I think with me. Now, if someone calls me black, you know, hey, that girl over there, the black girl over there, whatever. That may not offend me. But if someone said, hey, could you get that colored girl? That would offend me, but that may not offend my mother because in her time, that was an okay term to say. But for me, color is not okay to say to me. Black is fine. But to someone who's 18 or 19 or 20, they don't want to be referred to as black. They would rather someone call them an African American. hmm So, education is key. Education is key. Respectfully education is, respectfully educate someone. Because they just may not know. This list is good. Oh, sorry, y'all. Let me turn my phone on. So, they may not know. Um, Hold on now. Another point I wanted to make about this subject as far as psychology is concerned, there are still people who believe that someone who is gay, homosexual, transgender, is mentally unstable, that they have a mental disorder. And let me just debunk that. That is absolutely not true. Being gay is not within itself a mental disorder. The same way for me, being straight or heterosexual is not a mental disorder. So back in 1970, the diagnostic manual that we use in psychology determined that homosexuality is not a disorder. And therefore, it doesn't need to be treated and it doesn't need to be cured. And that was a big, big, big accomplishment as far as moving forward in allowing people and wanting people to be able to live their true, authentic self. Because prior to 1970, the thought was that people who were gay had a mental problem. We needed to fix it. And the way that they attempted to fix it, even in, psychologists, psychiatrists, and people in the church, they would use what we call conversion therapy. They tried to pray it out of people, medication, all kinds of shock therapy, all kinds of ways to get people not to be gay anymore. And that didn't work. Mm-mm. That did not work. But there are still people who believe that it's a disorder. It's somebody, they're sick in the head and they need treatment. And it's not true. It is absolutely not true. Now, just like anybody else, somebody who is gay, transgender, could have depression, or they can have anxiety, or they could be schizophrenic. It doesn't have anything to do with their sexual preference. So, I hope I debunked that theory. And believe me, there are still people who believe it, though. If if you're a person who is struggling with your sexuality, because being homosexual, gay, LGBT, it's not easy. It is not an easy road. It's not easy because so many people are will discriminate against people who are gay. Many people, especially younger people in their teenage years, lose their families because their families don't accept it. I may show a clip of that. It's this young guy, well, young girl. She's transitioned, but her family is totally against it. I could give you all kinds of examples like that. People that may have made the news and people that I just know through counseling and therapy. A lot of them end up out in the street, end up in the sex trade, all because their family could not and would not accept the way they presented themselves. Um, and I've worked with parents like that, and I'm like, do you want your son or your daughter in your life or not? Like that's it. Do you want to continue to love them and have them in your life and enjoy their life with them or not? Because you saying you don't like it is not going to change any of it. Not going to change it. Mm-mm. This fish is good. It really is. Now his cornbread is not anything to talk about. As a matter of fact, his cornbread be so hard you can knock somebody out with it. But hmm, mm, 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 mm. I'm almost at the end, y'all. I was looking at some. Mm-mm. Mm. I hope y'all appreciate my little rainbow shirt. I really wanted to have all this pride posters and balloons. I had it all set up in my head because in the beginning of the month, there was so much pride stuff to buy. T-shirts, flags. And I knew I was going to do this video, but I kept saying, oh, I'll go and get it eventually. I went to like 5 stores that I knew had it before. They ain't have nothing. They had all sold out. Yup. And the main store that I wanted to go to was City Trends because City Trends, in the beginning of the month, they had a big display of Pride T-shirts. I mean, it was the, you know how City Trends is. That's why I got these little earrings. City Trends. Y'all would leave City Trends alone. Now y'all be cracking on City Trends. And this little shirt. Let me show you the little embellishment. City Trends. $8.99. Sure did. But it didn't work out. Now, see all them stems. My mother would never. Ooh, my mother wouldn't eat this for nothing in the world. She can't stand stems in her collard green. He, especially if I told her who cooked it. Woo! I'm gonna trick her one day and bring her some of his food. Hmm. Somebody taught him. This ain't nothing but stems. Oh, mm-mm. But, here's more of that. Mm. 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 Mm-mm. Comment in there in the comment section. Do you put vinegar on your collard greens? Apple cider vinegar? And do you use peat? Do you? Here's the fish. I had like 3 pieces. Mm-hmm. Not bad. As long as it has no bones, I'm good. I can't do bones. Mm-mm. I could not do the bones. Mm-mm. So go check out the Baddie Twins. They are hysterical. I love their relationship. And I think a lot of people assume that twins get along. That's not always true. Some twins do not get along. Or they don't operate like they twins. Some twins. But Baddie Twins are funny because they be going in on each other. Although they're identical, you can see their personalities. Like one is, I ain't trying to be fun. One is greedier. He knows it. One eats way more than the other one. That's kind of what I know about them. Their differences right now. One wears an earring, the other one doesn't, like a long earring. That's how I can tell him. I can't remember their real name. I forget their real name. But all right. Thank you, everyone. Happy Pride Month. Um, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mm, I haven't had this in a minute. Thank you.